Hello everyone, this is Retro Star, and I am here once again for yet another commentary news run. This game here is definitely a classic. This is Reborn. One of my probably not one of my most favorite games, but may not be one of my favorite games, but definitely a very nostalgic game. I remember back in the day getting this game for my birthday. Found it at Toys R Us for $14.98 and got this game. I would definitely have to say that the arcade is definitely superior to this game. Even though this game is okay, I liked it as a kid. This game has somewhat in the past have been definitely have been known as one of the hardest Genesis games there is. Well, to an extent, it's hard to an extent, I would definitely say. For instance, if you're not using the perks that you have to use after every stage, for instance, the power up. Of course, getting the filling of the fire and everything. If you don't use that, then I would definitely say this is a very hard game. If you don't use those, you pretty much only get one life in this game. You get one life normally, but if you go and you buy, you can go once you collect all the coins, you can buy an extra life. As long as you are killing the enemies and collecting the coins and upping your capacity of money, and you'll be good. This is one of the funny bosses right here that I thought was on the arcade. If you haven't seen the arcade, you definitely should see her on the arcade. She is definitely more badass, more disgusting on the arcade version. Like the Pancake Lady was her name. Well, Aunt Jemima. Well, I would say she could be the angry mom too. She looks like she's really pissed off there. Maybe you told her that one of her pancakes or her pie sucked ass, so now she's coming at you. Good jumpy. She's not that tough once you get to know the method. If you can get a clear shot on her. Pretty easy boss. Kind of easy compared to the arcade version of her. Okay, this is what I was talking about, the perks that you can get. Like fast skate, power, extra life. And if you use those, the game is pretty smooth sailing, it's pretty easy. If you use those perks, of course. Of course, they were entering stage 2. This is one of the stages, I guess, to where you can probably make a lot of money on this stage if you can pinpoint the enemies and hit them without taking too much damage. I wouldn't try to take too much damage. Usually if you just hit the enemies, you'll get a substantial amount of coins, where you can get a nice perk to help you out on the next stage, which you're going to need help with. You definitely need help on the next 2 stages that you're going to. I actually whipped this game pretty fast as a kid. Didn't take me long to catch on to this game once I did. And if you know what to do, it's not a hard game at all. It's not very hard. I actually did a no death when I was a kid on this game. Learn the perks, and that's all you need to know. Smooth sailing after that. They give you plenty of life, and you can sometimes take 2 and 3, maybe 5 hits on each of your lives down there. So as long as you're not standing there getting your head knocked off and jump around, then you should be okay. This boss coming up is probably one of the most annoying bosses in gaming history. I don't know, but I just find him very, very repulsive and just unbelievably weak and just sorry. And he could have did something more, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna take out a couple of those baddies and get some, collecting some coins. And here he is. I call him the Chippendales guy. He just sort of prances around with his head nodding from back and forth, and just basically doesn't do nothing until you get up on him, and then he tries to do some kind of like Russian kick or something. I don't know what kind of kick that is, but it's just pretty much all he does. Besides the bowling balls falling down, absolutely just nothing to it. Just keep hitting him on his head. Keep hitting him on his head, and he will definitely go down until his whole life drains away. Pretty simple. That's pretty much all you do. Pretty much all he does. Pretty just terrible. And just absolutely the sorriest boss I've ever seen in any game. I'm not sure what he is like in the arcade, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure on the arcade he's probably more badass. There ain't nothing to it. Collect your coins, and we're going to stage 3. And, of course, I'm not sure why he's doing that, but neither this DJ boy. And here, it's good to get a couple of perks for this stage. For the, some of the enemies and the bosses are pretty annoying, and you want to try to get them out your way quickly. So just pick what you need, and you'll know what you need the more you play this game. You'll know exactly what kind of perks that you need on what stage. Entering stage 3, casino, circus, or whatever you may call it. Pretty much you got a lot of skateboarding guys coming by throwing bottles at you. And the white guys. Sometimes those white guys, the guys in the white, they carry hamburgers too. If you get hit, if you take a lot of damage, then make sure you get your hamburger to fill up that life so that you can carry on through the game. It's important to keep your health up in this game. You don't ever want to lose your health. And collect coins so that you can get a perk and you can get health on top of that, so that you can stay in the game, stay alive throughout all 6 stages. As you can see, they kind of gang up on you. If you jump around, you won't take so much damage. And you could probably try to hit them, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're trying to just get through the game. Maybe you're trying to rack up a high score, maybe you can try, but make sure you replenish your health. Because I'm pretty sure by the time you get to the boss, you're going to be pretty damaged. just look at all of these enemies just jumping around here. It's fucking ridiculous. Alright, we're actually entering the last part of this stage to the boss. Taking out a few bad guys and some coins. And this is probably one of the most annoying boss in this stage, because these guys, while they don't look very threatening, they are a serious threat if you let them, if you allow them to be. They could be a real serious threat. They're pretty quick too, and you know, if they get up on you and they hit you, they can fuck you up real good. Yeah, really good. Sometimes they probably take out maybe two of your life meter down there. So make sure you jump around and avoid getting hit as much as possible, and try to sneak behind him or beside him and smack him. Either smack him or do a kick. Jump around, because they explode, and those explosions sometimes are really take damage. And once you get one of them out the way, one of them isn't so much of a threat, but you still have to be careful. Don't get too lackadaisy, don't get too cocky. Just continue to hit him until he explodes, and pretty much that's it. It's not a hard boss, it's just annoying. See what I did there? I took a lot of damage there, trying to rack up some hits on it. And collect your coins, and then you're out of there. And we're headed to stage 4. And it seems like after every stage, they got like a little picture they can show you about what's going on with the boss. Again, pick out perks. You're gonna need some perks for the stage. You're gonna need some perks for the stage, so make sure you get power, and make sure you get either you can get power, skating, or speed. Sometimes that helps. You're definitely gonna need speed on the stage, and you're gonna need power. The boss of this stage is probably by far the toughest boss in the entire game. But, you know, we'll see when we get there. Now take out baddies and collect coins so that we can get perks, and we can get the game rolling. Now once you know what you need, and you'd be able to buy everything, you'll pretty much powered up enough to get yourself through the entire game without death. Going pretty easily. I've had people tell me that this game was really hard. No, it's not hard. You know, once you learn exactly once you learn how to, and what you need to use, and what stage you need to use it on, then it's easy. Easy peasy. Didn't really take me long as a kid to beat this game. Anyways, glad that I can, 25, 26 years later, I could still be able to do a run of this game, and into anyone who hasn't ever seen this game can see the entire game, and maybe try it for themselves. I would definitely in the future want to do the arcade version of this. The arcade version of this is definitely better as far as gameplay. Gameplay in this is a little sluggish for my taste, but fun at the same time. A little sluggish, but fun. You see the guy. Sometimes this guy carries burgers. You need to get the burgers so that you can replenish your life, whether you have a full meter or not. Because more than likely you're not going to have a full meter. So, get yourself something to eat and fill up that meter so that you could take more hits, and you're going to need that. Okay, we're over here. This is the boss I was telling you about. Seems like a little clone of DJ Boy, but just with sort of a darker version. As you can see, he's pretty tough. Be careful to try to fight him head on. You know, usually I would say go behind him and smack him once and move, because he is probably quicker than you. Definitely quicker than you, definitely stronger than you. And if he gets close to you, he can probably take out your half of your bar if you let him. So be very careful, do not let him get too many hits on you. So basically just maneuver and smack him once, smack him. You can smack him 2 times, 3 times. You know, do it. But be very careful in that regard. Just be careful, because if he catches you, he can do some major damage. You know, this little fucker here will fuck you up if you let him. So you gotta fuck him up first. That's why the skating, to get the speed is important on the stage, because when fighting him, it's very important to be fast, because he is fast. And when you need to smack him and move away really quickly before he hits you, before he tags you, and sometimes he'll tag you more than once. The speed will help you do that. You try to sneak behind him, sometimes he'll trick you. But be very careful. Be very mindful of what you're doing. And he will trick you. I think he almost caught me a couple times. See how fast his punches are? Your punches aren't near as fast as that, not even close. So you have to really use the speed skating to your advantage. Be like 2 up on him. Got 4 like 8. As long as you keep it down and, you know what I'm saying, you just maneuver, you'll do just fine. Be careful when he gets in the corner. He seems to be a lot of tricky things over there. I guess one day I'll probably do this game again and see if I could maybe finish it quicker. I haven't played this game in 20 years. So this is my first time out of 20 years, 20, maybe more than that, maybe 26 years of playing this game. And I was actually able to finish it in one try, in one recording session. Pretty impressive. I thought for sure I was going to try to land it at least the 4th time, the 4th session. I landed on the 1st. Well, that's because I already knew exactly what to do, and once you know what to do, it's not hard then. It's not hard. Sega Genesis. This game was released in 1990. I believe it was 1991 when I played it, because I got my Sega Genesis Christmas in 1990, so I rented this game, actually, no, not rented this game, I bought this game at a really good price, and was okay with it. You know, it was a game to play. You know, after I had beat all my Genesis games, I needed one to play. It didn't take me long to beat this one. I'm sure there's a quicker way to beat this game. I'm pretty sure someone's thought of a quicker way, but like I said again, it's been 26 years since I played, so I'm basically doing this for survival, just to do a no death in this. And I'll probably do another game later to finish him off quicker. He's the biggest pet peeve of this whole entire game. fists are lightning fast. I gotta tell you, lightning fast fist. And he is finally dead. Okay, now we can move on to stage 5. No, dude, there's nothing you can say. You got your ass whooped. So sit your ass down, okay? Alright. Grab a burger. You probably need to purchase anything left. This is stage 5, so at this point, there's no point in getting an extra life because this isn't no death run, so it wouldn't matter. And that's why I did not get the last item. And after this stage, it really actually doesn't matter. The only thing you just get is the hamburger to fill up your life. Stage 5, really not a long stage. Well, it's sort of a long stage. Because now they're going to basically take you through some recapping of the entire game before you go to the finale, which is very familiar in every arcade game. Seems to give you a recapping of bosses that you fought earlier in the game, and you'll have to fight them all at once before you head to the head honcho. Of course, they starting you out with stage 1 boss, the angry mom. I call her the angry mom. Yeah, she's very angry. You told her food sucks, and she's coming at you trying to fuck you up. And she will fuck you up if you let her. That's why it's good to stay out of her reach. If she ever got a hold of you, she could probably take your entire life bar out. So just stay out of her way and smack her in the head when you get the chance. And as long as you keep doing that, she's just quick on her toes sometimes. The arcade version of her is absolutely hilarious. Definitely gonna have to snag that game and do a run of that. Far more superior than this one. That's just craziness right there. It's exactly crazy. One down. Now we're gonna go to the second boss, the one that hit Chippendale's back, the stripper, who just does nothing but prances around and gets his head smacked in like Eagle Boy. As you can see, it's a good thing they don't have the bowling balls coming down. They made it a little 10 times more easier. No bowling balls. Just smack him up inside of his blonde head. Pretty easy. I don't understand how I even allow myself to get hit by this clown. Doesn't he just pisses you off? He pisses me off really bad. Man, it must really hurt to get smacked by skates in the face or in the head. Man, he should have been down a long time ago. After a couple times being smacked in the head, these DJ boy skates. But of course, it's a game. It's cool how he's in that little baby position. My son sleeps like that sometimes. And this boss. This is the third. Of course, you've seen this boss. This is the third boss. another one of my pet peeves, because they're just really annoying and they can really fuck you up bad if you let them. And sometimes you really have to jump around to stay out of their reach, and smack them from behind and they move. Because they are also very, very quick and very, very agile. So you have to be agile as well, since there's two of them. Once you take out one, it's smooth sailing. Just makes me mad sometimes when he starts to hit me and then I can't move out of the way. I just move, smack and move, smack and move. That's the name of the game, smack and move. He sits down and thinks of these bosses. These bosses are really wacky. They're really wacky. You know. They sort of look like the guys in Alice in Wonderland, the cards. And with the feet in the head. And they're walking around trying to take you out with their bow and arrow. With their little feet. Poor little guys don't have legs. They can't run very fast. These guys manage to get around pretty good without legs. Of course, you gotta kick on the head. Make sure you get out of the way before it explodes. It's very damaging. Get down to one, so one should be easy. As long as you stay out of his way. Don't let him stand there and let him smack you until your whole entire life is gone. Because sometimes they can do that in 2 hits. That's why you have to stay away. I've learned that the hard way. Alright. That's 3 down. 3 down, and of course we know this guy. We just fought him. Too bad that you have to fight this guy again. It really sucks. But I guess it brings a little more challenge to me. You gotta have something in there challenging. That would be a very boring game if it didn't have any challenge. This looks like he's definitely a darker clone of DJ Boy. A lot faster, a lot tougher, a lot more agile. A lot more skilled. So now, you know, of course, you have to beware of his all-seeing eye there. He can see you, now you see you, and now you think he don't see you, he's looking. You can imagine if your kicks and your punches was about as fast as his, I guess this game would definitely be easier. Oh, I guess they could be if you get a turbo controller, which I'm not using. If you get a turbo controller, I could probably take this guy out in a minute. Just go up there and just put it on turbo and just go to town on him. Might get smacked a couple times, but behind. There you go. From behind. It's good to get him from behind sometimes, but it doesn't always work to go from behind because sometimes he does turn around and surprise you. And it's easier this time around because it looks like you have a little bit more, you know, I guess, space. And you probably have purchased all of your perks, and you're probably all nice and powered up, so he's going to probably seem much easier second time around than the first time around, because you're pretty much you're powered up and ready to go, and you got the speed and you got the power combined. You can pretty much take his life bar off in one hit and just keep smacking him until he's dead. Just make sure you stay out of his way, because if he gets a drop on you, he can take out your life in maybe 2 or 3 hits. And it would be a shame to get this far and then You just get a little too cocky and allow him to overtake you, to outsmart you. And that's the whole idea. This guy just done quit. Good to move around, sort of confuse him a little bit, you know. Just smacking it right there really good with his fist, and try to get him with his back turn. Give him a smacking in the back really quickly, and then if you keep doing that, you should take him out, even though it can seem really repetitive to just do one hit. You know, of course you're gonna want to punch him, kick him too, but if you're gonna do that, you gotta make sure you know what you're doing. Because if he catches you slipping, he can really do damage to you. He can really fuck you up really bad. So and if you really want to win the game, if you really want to win, just take it one step at a time and smack him anytime you get a chance to. And if you keep doing it and you're doing it, and eventually you'll win. You know. Don't get discouraged. You get discouraged if he catches slipping. He will punish you if he does. So just move around, confuse him a little bit, sort of catch him, and it's easier to catch him when he's vulnerable. Then to try to fight him head on, you cannot fight this man head on. If you try to fight him head on, he'll fuck you up. There's no way you can win head on. Not unless there's a trick somewhere that I don't know about. You know, I've tried that before and didn't work for me, so I wanted to win, so I did whatever I had to do to win. Of course, me doing a no death run now, I wouldn't want to try that, because if I fail, then that would mean the game would be over, and I have to start over again. And it's hard for me to find time to play games as it is, you know. And my channel is suffering and needs new content, so you got to bring forth a classic. And this will be the last boss. It's funny because I don't remember fighting this boss earlier. I think he'd probably be, depending on what level you do it on, I think. And I think this is level normal. And you do it on easy, maybe. I think if you do it on easy, it'll probably be your second boss. And not the annoying Chip and Dale's guy. I don't know. But we didn't fight him earlier, so he's absolutely no problem anyway. He's ugly as hell. The thing of it is you still have to move around. I wouldn't underestimate him either, because he can still fuck you up, because your life meter's down to halfway, and you still could lose. So the thing of it is stay on your toes, maneuver and hit, maneuver and hit, move away. For instance, let's jump kick, move away, don't let him smack you. Guess he can smack me one time and take me out with one punch, and the game will be over. And after I took out one of the toughest bosses of the game, that would be a shame. But doing pretty good here. I'm actually doing pretty good. Victory is going to be had. I actually hate it when I get closer to doing a no-death run, and the closer I get to achieving the no-death run. I hate it when I start to get nervous, and you start to have the shaky hands. Like, dang, I can't fuck up. you know, get it under control, and it's smooth sailing. Down the 2 life meters. I guess you can say the music in this game is pretty decent. You know, it has a nice ring to it. You know, pretty simple type of melody, but you know, it has a nice ring to it. I've heard worse, but it's not bad at all. It's really not bad. Bring back lots of great memories of being a kid and being young, with no responsibilities, being able to play games all day. Basically the only thing I have to worry about is going to school and doing homework. Great. If I had to do it all over again, I would have sure done it different. Alright, there we go. Finally got that out the way. These little cartoons are funny. Now we're going to be entering final stage. It's important for you to fill up your life. Getting the extra life is meaningless since this is a no death run. So we're gonna go straight to the last boss. And this is our final boss, ladies and gentlemen. Sort of looks like the first boss. Sort of looks like her a little bit. It could be her, or it could be her pissed off brother, her husband. He's coming to get you. They're smacking this woman upside the head with your skates and telling her that her food fucking sucks. But this boss is nothing. It's absolutely no problem. Basically, what you have to do is just maneuver. Don't ever let this guy catch you slipping. He will take you out. Don't let him do it. As you can see, he's pretty swift on his toes. And if he catches you slipping and he happens to hit you, and sometimes when you get hit, you can't move, and he'll hit you more than once. It's better to maneuver and use the same method as you do on the fat lady in the first stage. Kick and move, kick and move, kick and move, maneuver, kick and move. Stay out of his grasp. And pretty much all you have to do to take him out. He's nothing. That boss of stage 4 is a hell of a lot tougher than this guy. He is absolutely no problem. You just have to stay out of his way. And don't get hit. He is pretty strong. He is very strong. So do not get hit by him. Even if he smacks you, make sure you get out of the way, and you get out of the way fast. Because he will lay you out. It'd be a shame to lose to get to the last stage and then lose the game. Start over again. That would really suck. So if you do what I tell you to do, you will succeed. So just continue to smack them, maneuver, and you're good to go. I'm already halfway there. Already. Pretty much only one way to do it, and that kick does the job. I mean, you want to try anything else, that's up to you. But the kick works for me. As long as you can kill him without getting killed. And it's also better to get where you can be in line with him. Usually at the bottom or the top you can get. It's easy to get in line where you could actually hit him. Sometimes it's confusing to get in line with him until you line up the shadows. And I think that's one way to do it. That's pretty much all there is to him. It's not tough at all. As long as you don't get smacked by him, stay out of his way, he is very easy. See, look, he almost got me right there. He almost got me. And he's fast as lightning. And he's snapped me right there again. He's getting nervous there. He's getting a little nervous. I said, Lord, I cannot get here and die. If I do that, I freaking give up. I will not play this game over again. Down to 1. So pretty much it's victory is one step away. And just keep smacking it that same way, and you should be fine. Should be a-okay. No biggie. There he is. He's out of there. That's it, folks. 6 stages. Final score. Wasn't really focusing on score. Just basically focusing on just not dying. Alright, that will conclude this commentary no death run. As you can see, we have finished the game. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more commentary no death run. And this is my second commentary no death run. And there will be lots and lots more to come. There's a lot of things that I'm getting ready to expand. So this is Retro Star, and I am out. And don't forget everyone to keep it fucking retro. And enjoy the rest of the ending. Until next time, keep it retro, folks.